You know why we use these terms in-law, like mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, like that? You know why we use in-law? It's because of ancient Catholicism trying to break apart tribes and extended families. They said that it was incest for anybody who was even remotely related. Like we're talking about sixth grandfather related. So they broke up people's families and broke up tribes. I remember the first time I met a young woman from Somalia, and she asked me, "Do you have tribes? Like, what tribe are you from? You know, in your land?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just from the Madawaska Valley in Ontario, and we don't have tribes there. I wouldn't know the first name of any kind of tribe that I was part of." And this is because of the Catholic Church breaking up and watering down the lineage of people so that they could not continue along tribal lines. Now, you're saying, okay, well, that's not such a bad thing. People will travel, but when I say that white people have no culture, it's because of this breaking up families and breaking up tribes and making it impossible. So the reason we say in-law is because the Catholic Church wanted everybody to think that even if you're not actually, like, for example, like a woman whose husband dies and she has a big family, in Catholicism, she is not allowed to be married to her brother-in-law, because in-law means that that's actually her brother. Like that it would be incest for her to marry her brother-in-law to help look after her family, like that. So these kinds of things to try to, consolidate families and keep families and tribes strong, this was a threat to the Catholic Church, so they shut it down. And one of the main ways that they did that was the use of the term in-law, and this became very, very well known. When you look at Arabic and other world languages, then you can see that the actual term for someone in your family, someone who's not directly related to you, that's talked about in logically, like who they actually are. So like my brother's wife, my brother's son, my brother's son's son, my father's sister. It's not, there's no in-law in a lot of the world languages, and in this weird culture, you act as though everybody who could be related to you or is married or was married or to somebody who could be related to you up until like the sixth grandfather, then you could not marry them. They were your in-laws. So subhanallah, this is one of the ways that I have studied and looking into how white people culture just got erased by the Catholic Church, and this whole idea of in-law, meaning that everybody who's an in-law, that's an incestuous relationship. So you cannot marry anybody who is or was an in-law.